Hello, friends, and welcome back to Mr. and Mrs. Redex. A very happy Valentine's Day to each and everyone out there.
Hello, guys. We're back with rSlash relationships.
Wow, she
for
got
Valentine's Day.
It's gonna be so fun. We might fix somebody's relationship, or we might destroy our own relationship. Just kidding.
Just this
Couple goals.
couple goes.
Yeah. So
Not today.
we're having some vodka cran, and drinking some and going to make a video. It's going to be good.
I'm making my first drink for you guys. Only from the Philippines. When you decided you wanna come and see Philippines one day, try this Tanduay Ice signature Alchemix vodka cranberry, with 6% alcohol content.
And Tanduay Ice, I'm waiting for my sponsorship. Thank you.
This is not sponsored, okay? It's
So
just delicious.
Let's go ahead and see how the first post goes and
Let's start.
rock and roll.
I'm 40M. My stepdaughter 21F is a shitty roommate. But my wife 44F gets upset if I say anything. Shitty
Snap.
roommate.
Drama.
Stepdaughter? A roommate?
I don't know, man.
Aren't they a family? Supposed to be a family?
Not at 21. Get out of my house.
Come on. Even our baby girl is 21. I would still, let her stay with us.
Well, see, that's where the rub comes. So we've got to decide which one is right and which one is wrong. Let us pass our judgment.
We gotta find out.
TLDR, which is supposed to come at the end. But stepdaughter and her fiance are inconsiderate with our living arrangements, but my wife is afraid to rock the boat. It feels like I'm walking on eggshells, and I'm upset about it. Stepdaughter moved back home shortly after COVID started due to issues with her former roommates. I made it clear at the time that while I wasn't eager to have a dog in the house, again, I like dogs, but our house is too small, I didn't want her to live in the very toxic situations that her roommate had created. I built a large bedroom suite in our basement so that she'd have a private space when her fiance, 21 male, returned from deployment. He got back to the States just as I finished work in the fall, and we set it up like a mini apartment for the both of them. That's nice.
Yeah.
While we had some issues crop up last year, I let a lot slide since COVID and legal issues with her previous lease had emotions pretty raw. The one time that I did put my foot down was about her having the dog in the living room for extended periods. The dog is large and energetic, and no one else could enjoy the living room without the dog being all over them. Take that fucker for a walk. That led to a week of emotional backlash, for real. Emotional backlash because I made her feel unwelcome in the house. I agreed to let wife address further issues to prevent any more blow-ups. The last few months feels like things have gotten progressively worse, or maybe my patience is worn thin, I'm not sure. Problems include A, they don't clean common areas or wash shared dishes. B, they don't consider others when using major appliances or common areas. And C, the dog is poorly trained and can't be left unsupervised when he's not crated. I feel obligated to add that they don't want to exercise the dog and expect him to stay inactive all day. See, there's the problem. Tonight, the situation is particularly irritating. Stepdaughter and fiance have made social plans for the entire weekend and did not consult us about caring for the dog. They were out late last night and left when they woke up early today to see friends. The dog had been crated in their room for roughly 8 hours when they came home to shower and explained that they'd be out all night tonight. The dog started whining as soon as they left, and my wife came to me in tears saying that she was going to let him out. I asked my wife to call stepdaughter, but she says that will just start a fight. I tried to push the issue, saying the dog should have gone to a kennel if they're going to be out all weekend, but wife thinks that I'm fighting with her about it. How can I move forward here? I can't address issues with stepdaughter, and wife just sweeps everything under the rug. I'm sure that there is a mother-daughter dynamic I don't understand, but from my point of view, the wife is just enabling her stepdaughter. Nailed it. I don't have a relationship to address this with her fiance, and frankly, he isn't emotionally mature enough to prioritize responsibility over pleasure. There's even more I'd like to go into, but this post is long enough already.
Moms are always the one who comforts their child all the time. Dads are like the tough one. Mom are like, the soft one.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you should be defending your child when she is quite obviously wrong. Like, you're 21. Get out.
I mean, she could stay, you know, maybe she's paying. Why he said roommate? Maybe she's paying. She's helping them some.
That's a point. Okay.
Yeah, I think she's helping I think she's helping them with, you know, some bills, like paying them a little bit for the rent. But yeah.
But yeah, you need to train your dog. If you're gonna have a large dog, you need to spend time with it to the point that it's not a freaking maniac when it gets out. Because that seems to be the biggest problem here, as far as I can tell. This guy doesn't like the dog basically terrorizing the house. And also dishes and shit like that. But that's easier to work on than having a dog running around crazy.
I mean, you know, yeah, if you have a roommate, you gotta be nice and you gotta contribute to the betterment of the house, right? You do some dishes.
In theory, yeah.
Yeah, you clean. I think that's the problem here is the daughter is like, oh, she's my mom, she's my stepdad. It's okay for them if I don't do anything in the house, you know?
Little princess.
Yeah. Oh, I got a dog, but yeah, we're going somewhere. I guess they can take care of our dogs.
Yeah, this is gonna be a nightmare when they have kids.
They're not somebody else.
And drop my kids off with my grandparents for a month. Just be like, okay, I gotta go get drunk. Bye.
Yeah, miscommunication. They have to communicate. You get what I mean? Oh, even your wife doesn't like that, like how you react to the daughter. Just tell her how you feel, and you know.
Well, I think he has tried, but the problem is that the mother/wife is constantly stepping in, trying to defend the daughter, even when she's objectively wrong.
Why? Well, they are partners. You can just get under your wife's skirt, you know, and let her win all the time. Really, I let you win if you're on point, but I don't let you win if you're not on point.
True.
Simple as that. Everything needs to talk. I think if you get a family talk, like in the living room, have a sit and talk about it, and at least, you know, don't
clear the air.
The introduction is really bad already. You said our roommate, which is your stepdaughter. She's not a roommate. You're family. That's why you gotta talk like a family.
Wow, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta talk like a family. And basically the boyfriend is just been there for, you know, for a vacation. It's not gonna be there like forever. Like, yeah, everybody will hate that for sure.
Yeah, he might get deployed again.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like one-time thing that they could go and enjoy each other's company once in a while, once every 2 years, once a year. Just understand that. But if you really want to clear this out, I would suggest that you gotta talk to your wife first, because, you know, happy wife, happy life. And yeah,
get your wife on your side, and then you can both sit down and approach the daughter about the issues that are going on, hopefully without emotions coming into the thing, because it seems like emotions are flying high. Like, there's no reason to get super frustrated about it, you know. It's life, man. We're all humans. We all have idiosyncrasies.
Poor dog.
Yeah, I feel super bad for the dog.
Dogs are like, you know, they're like, ooh, give me some love and attention. And I think in this situation, the dogs is gonna squeeze up in the middle, because none of them really don't.
They don't want the dog. They like the idea of having a dog, but they don't actually like taking care of the dog.
Dogs are like very, very needy when it comes to emotional.
Yeah, shove it in a crate for 8 hours, and then when it comes out like a bullet and shoots around the living room, you're shocked about it. Like,
8 hours, I gotta be between 8 hours too.
Somebody needs to take the dog for a walk.
Yeah.
My initial suggestion stands: get that fucking dog out for a walk. Whether it's you doing it or your daughter doing it, somebody needs to fucking take the dog out.
Yeah, to conclude this, I think you guys really have to talk about this, you know? Like, put everyone in one place and, hey, we gotta talk about this. Like, you know, disagreement is gonna be part of it, but yeah, this is never gonna get solved if you don't sit on it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's have more vodka cranberry.
That's helping.
Alchemix break. More communication, less argument. More communication, more communication.
Yeah, it's magic how that works, isn't it?
Yep.
Alright, so I think we got this one wrapped. We'll move into the next one.
Yeah, let's move on. Are you enjoying your Valentine's Day?
I really hope you are.
You do. Yeah.
I hope you get laid. Are you gonna get laid?
Huh?
Are you gonna get laid?
By what? By Raider? My hand?
Oh.
Or yours?
Oh.
Or all of them?
I thought this was the purpose of the vodka crayons.
To what?
You know,
Alcohol makes me dry though.
loose the juice. I'll spit on it.
It
It's
makes me
fine.
dry. Let's move on. Second story.
Oh, she got pipes.
That's really bad.
Whatever.
You interrupted it.
I was cheering you on.
As I, 21F, grow older and my personality changes, I no longer want to be friends with my childhood friend group. Don't know if I'm being dramatic.
Right up front, I'm gonna say you probably are being dramatic.
Yes.
How many friends from high school do you have, darling?
Shit, just one.
See?
It's Rosemary. She's basically my BFF when I was in high school.
I've also got one, maybe two. 3 is stretching it.
Just one.
But yeah, people grow apart is my point.
Okay.
I had the same group of friends consisting of 3 other girls since I was 10 years old and now I'm 21. We all met at school, grew close, and constantly meet whenever we're all in the country together and have a group chat. This friendship was always far from perfect, but I still liked belonging to it, and I was mostly happy. However, last year, I started getting really annoyed at them. One of the girls was very egotistical.
I love how you read it. Really annoyed at
I'm
them.
so annoyed with you. She constantly talks about herself, rants about everything. I was the closest emotionally to her because we both come from emotionally abusive households, but I realized how unhealthy our friendship was
Is this a
becoming.
woman?
Yeah, 21F. I just always felt the need to rant to her, but when I distanced myself from her, I found myself being able to handle negative emotions all by myself. She continued to rant and talk about herself even after I began to show signs that I was disinterested or not in the mood. She asked if I was okay about twice, but continued to do it. Her blatant disregard for my feelings turned me off from the friendship. So it seems like you used her for your own personal benefit, and then when she was trying to continue to use you for her personal benefit, you're like, I don't need you as a friend anymore.
Don't judge her yet. Let's finish the story, you know?
You right.
Yeah.
My other friend was considered my best friend, yet when I grew up, I realized that I couldn't lean on her emotionally for anything except relationship problems. See, I'm having a hard time with this post, darling.
Just keep going.
I struggled with financial problems, but she couldn't relate as she was very wealthy. Uncomfortable household, but she had a close-knit family. I couldn't talk about my mental health. My dog died, and I didn't tell her because she doesn't really care about animals. The conversations we have just feel like they're very minimal and basic, like the tip of an iceberg. She's also an accomplished person in nursing school, but I felt that she looked down on me several times and thought that I never tried hard enough. And lastly, I have a very superficial friendship with the final person. Our friendship is just for show on Insta or in the group chat, but we never really talk personally. There are some values that I care about that they don't seem to share. Is anyone else an INFPT personality?
What is that?
It's like a Myers-Briggs personality. It was really accurate for me. I feel like I'm starting to prioritize values as I get older. For example, I argued with one of them about going out unnecessarily during a pandemic, and she was very rude and egotistic. I didn't talk to her for a while after that, and when we started talking again, she continued to tell me stories of her at restaurants and showing pictures of food, etc. Another friend gives me the vibes that she talks shit about other people behind their backs or mocks them. I've never really been able to trust her despite her having the label of best friend. I just feel like I don't want to be friends with people that don't share my personality or values and don't try to grow. I'm far from perfect, but I'm trying to grow up. But every time we meet up or talk, I feel like I'm forced to be my stereotypical role in the group. The funny, dorky one who always cracks jokes. That's just one part of my personality, but I became entirely that in this group. Am I being dramatic for pushing them away? There are, of course, many happy moments, and they outnumber the bad. I also don't have a lot of friends to begin with, and these are my childhood friends. However, I feel like I'm becoming a new person as I grow older, and being in this group is holding me back from growing. Am I being too harsh and unforgiving? TLDR.
Well. I don't think you guys are really friends, like for realsies. Friends doesn't sound like that. First of all, friends love to hang out with each other, you know? Friends doesn't leave each other's behind. Like, yeah, we go for better for worse, basically. If one of you can't be with you in the times, especially when you need them, that's not friendship.
I would generally agree. I mean, I think that OP is kind of a user. It feels that way to me. She's like, oh, I used these people for emotional support, and then when I didn't need them anymore, they kept trying to use me for emotional support. Ew, yucky. And I'm like, OP, you're acting like a bitch right now.
She's not being friends with them.
No, it's
Simple
not
as
friendly at
that.
all.
Yeah.
She is a user as
That's
far
why
as I'm concerned.
That's why I said they are not friends. They're not friends at all. And also, like, it's pretty hard to I'm burping from the alcohol. It's pretty hard to determine like real friends from not real friends. I'm 26. I'm still having a hard time to determine which of my friends are real or not.
Let me spoil it for you. None of them are real. Okay? Friends are there based on like their ego and what you can offer them.
Yeah, they broke my heart many times.
That's why I basically don't have friends aside from Ramtide, who he's a very selfless person, you know, and he's proven that to me. But everybody else, yeah, seems to be out for themselves. So I cut people out like quick. And I don't make posts on Reddit about it. I just do it and realize that we're growing apart. We're just different people. And that's fine.
Losing friends is part of maturity,
Yep.
right?
I think so.
So yeah. Once you just lost friendship that you think is not worth it, and like, God, this alcohol fucks my brain up.
It's harder to do it.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm drunk now.
I'm gonna have one more.
Let's have all of them.
Okay. I'll be back. You keep talking about this bitch. I'll be back.
Yeah, it's just me now. He left me on Valentine's Day. You believe that? And yeah, Obi said she realized how unhealthy their relationship was becoming. But really, in the very beginning, it's very unhealthy already. And I'm surprised, like,
Surprised it got as far as it did.
yeah, kept a friendship that you don't think is a friendship. You got what I mean? Oh, more alcohol. Love it. This alcohol is like red as hearts.
That's why
Red as Valentine's Day.
That's why I broke it out. I was thinking about flavored beer, but I'm like, no, this
It's so delicious.
This is
I
themed.
love it.
themed alcohol.
Are we here to make a content or to drink?
Yes.
Yeah, to wrap this up, yeah, friendship is like deeper than the stream or the ocean or anything like that.
A friend is
Yeah.
a friend till the end of the end. That's forever. Cause that's what friends do. Cause that's what friends do.
Your nipple get hard.
That's what friends do.
Okay, you're gonna stop before something gets hard. Something else gets hard. Yeah, friendship is like, you know, you jump, I jump. You get what I mean?
Because a friend is a friend till the end of the end. That's forever. And that's what friends do.
You can count on me like 1, 2, 3. I'll be there.
Easy as ABC. 1, 2, 3. You and me,
That's
girl.
what friends are for. What's the lyrics of that?
ABC.
You
Easy
can count
as 1,
on
2,
me
3.
like 1, 2, 3. I'll be there.
I know the song, but I don't know the words.
And I don't need and I can count.
On you when I take a poop.
And when I need it, and when I need it, you can count on.
Huh?
And when I need it,
Cause that's what friends do.
and then when you need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there.
Perfect.
And that's what friends supposed to be, oh yeah. Ooh.
Took a long time, but we got there.
Ooh, yeah. And period.
Hey, good job, everybody. That's a
Okay,
wrap.
yes. Oh, OP, you gotta learn about friendship more. I 23F don't know how to support my boyfriend's 24M current hobby anymore.
Uh-oh, he's got a gaming addiction. I don't
Yeah,
know
you
what that's
do.
like. No, not me, him.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about him. Okay,
For now.
Let's see.
We will see.
Good
Fuck.
evening, everyone. My name is Peppa Pig.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Peppa Pig. I come to this sub partly seeking advice and partly to vent.
Do you know that
TLDR.
my skin is pink?
My boyfriend has been spending too much money on video games. I mean the stock market. And it's gotten to the point that I'm worried that he has a gambling addiction and that this will impact our future. My boyfriend, we've been together for about a year and a half, was introduced to the wonders of the stock market while we were all in quarantine. r// Wall Street bets! Yes! He was getting some money from UI that he didn't particularly need, so he used it to start investing in and trading stocks.
Oh, that's good.
It is. He's looking out for the
Yeah.
future, I guess. I was supportive when he first expressed an interest because we weren't really spending much anyways. Plus, it's his money, so it's his choice. We don't live together and we usually go Dutch or take turns when we do typical relationship or dating stuff. Months.
Just his thoughts already. His money, so his choice. Like, yeah, it's not a good start of relationship. One day you're just gonna fight about money just because, you know, none of you will agree who's gonna pay for the dinner date bill. You're the guy. You're supposed to pay that. You know, stuff like that.
You bought me plenty of dinners.
Yeah, but what I what I mean is like it's not a good start of a relationship to think money is like a, you know, a giant wall between you.
Well, she's obviously very focused on that.
Okay, let's move
I think
on.
it's an American mindset.
Welcome to the Philippines.
So months have now gone by and his interest in this hobby has grown exponentially while his income from it has not. He's put several thousand into the stock market and he's lost a good portion of it. I don't know the exact numbers because it's none of your business, but I know that he's made several big losses because he complains every time that he does. He's extremely hard on himself about it, but he strives to be better. I dig his ambition, but it's starting to worry me because he's currently in a spot where he needs to be more frugal. None of your business. He's constantly complaining that he's broke, and he does everything in his power to eat as free as possible. He has to move in a month, and he doesn't have the money that he needs to pay all the necessary moving fees at the beginning of a new lease. We are both bartenders at the same place, so I'm very aware of his income, and the fact that we aren't making as much money as we would like these days, as restaurants have been hit hard due to COVID. Just now, he's mentioned putting $100 of every paycheck toward this stock-related thing that guarantees a 1000% return or whatever. I told him that he should hold off on putting more money into the stock market until he has the money that he needs for moving. And maybe after he's done surviving off of just cereal.
Cereal.
Bachelor life. After I mentioned that, the way he responded tells me that he's already started this endeavor, but he's using clever words to not fully admit to this yet. But I know. A girlfriend always knows. God, I hate OP already.
Oh, lady.
Despite being fully aware of his current circumstance, I'm scared that this harmless hobby has turned into a gambling addiction, and I don't know how I can support this when it clearly causes him more harm than good right now. I don't understand why he can't hold off on investing his money until he has more spendable income. I'm worried that this is going to have a heavy impact on our future together, and I also don't know how to bring this up or what to do. Reddit, help!
First of all, he's not thinking of just today. He's thinking about you and his future together. You know?
Okay, but I know what this guy is doing. It's basically short-term asset flips. If you're investing in the stock market for gold, oil, commodities that have like a huge chance of going up, even Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and shit, I mean, they fluctuate, but in the end, they generally tend to go up. He's looking at short-term, you know? So he'll buy this stock, $1,000 worth of this stock, and if it goes up $1, then he's made $1,000. But if it goes down, then he's lost $1,000. And honestly, I think he probably, you know, since he keeps doing it, he's not a complete idiot, despite what you might think. And he does it because it works sometimes. And the times that you hear about it, those are the bad times where he lost something. But the good times, he probably doesn't parade that around, you know?
I don't know. Investment is always risky. No investment is not risky. Even these cryptocurrencies, they are risky, you know? Every investment is, yeah.
Cryptocurrency is extremely risky.
Yeah, exactly. And to grow your money, you gotta invest. You don't just like...
Either that or you get fucked by inflation.
Yeah.
You just keep your money in a bank.
But I mean, at least it's thinking about the future, you know, your future. And probably your future with him if you're being nice with that. Who cares if he eats cereal every day?
Bachelor life.
At least you're eating something. It's like eating to save. Eat less or spend less to put it to something you know, more fruitful in the future, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Get what I mean? It's like, yeah, you gotta stick with this guy, bitch.
You don't.
You gotta stick with this guy, lady.
You don't.
You gotta stick with this guy, lady. You know why?
Because he's making sacrifices. And even though you don't see how these sacrifices are coming into play,
the motivation is there.
the motivation is there.
Perfect.
Mm.
That's it. That's all you need. I'm not saying that you're wrong, OP, but what I'm trying to say is, like, yeah, I think your boyfriend has this fruitful, what do you call that, ambition and dreams that he wants to come true. Like one day, when he wakes up, he doesn't work as a bartender anymore. You know, right? They think working in a as a bartender every day.
You're gonna be a 50-year-old bartender.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
exactly. Sad. That's the reason why he's trying to invest his money. Even he has to work for that money every day as a bartender.
I think it would be good to have a conversation with him about more long-term investments. If you're playing Wall Street bets and trying to make quick money, it's not going to happen most of the time. And it sounds like that's kind of what he's doing. But if you buy like real commodities and that is almost guaranteed to go up over the long term, I don't mean you're going to cash out tomorrow and make your millions. I mean, you'll basically reinforce the money that you have for the future.
It takes two to tango, you know? Maybe it will be better if you work as a team. You get what I mean?
It definitely will be better.
Yeah, you talk to him about better investment or smarter investment, then maybe it will work better.
So what is the word of the day for this episode, everybody?
Number 1, love each other. Number 2, communication, right?
That's correct.
Number 3, work as a team.
I will accept all of these answers.
4, think each other as the best friends.
Thank you, best
and
friends.
And not an enemy. There's no such thing as enemy in a relationship, you know? The more you work together, the more you will succeed. And the more you will succeed, the more you will be happy. Because happy wife, happy life.
Keep in mind, it is not easy sometimes, okay?
Yeah.
A lot of times it's very fucking difficult, but you decide at the end that you want to be with this person more than anybody else, and it's worth the sacrifices that you make.
Oh yeah, we've been in rough roads, many rough roads together, especially in our first year. Oh my.
We'll tell you about that sometime.
Yeah, let us know in the comment if you want to hear about our love story. Yee.
Once we get to 1K subscribers, we can reveal all, sure. That'll be a horrifying live stream that makes me look like shit, but, you know, it's part of who I am. That's okay.
Yeah, relationship is about communication. Communication is the key
Definitely. Not just in a physical relationship or your relationship with anybody. Your boss, tell him you need a raise. Your friend, tell him that he needs to fucking stop leaving dishes in the sink.
Also, yeah, when you wake up in the morning, just think about why you want to wake up with this same person every day of your life.
Why?
Because I love you so much and you're my life.
I accept that answer.
If that you get the same answer, then yeah, you're in the right person. Yo.
So this has been our Valentine's episode, r/slash relationships. I hope that we helped you in some way. And even if we didn't, I hope that we were able to give you a laugh at the very least.
I love this.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Especially after 2 bottles of beer.
That helps. We got drunker as the episode progressed. That's fun.
I like it. Yeah, let's spread the love. Spread the love, spread the good vibes, and spread the word of Mr. and Mrs. Radix. I'm in a singing mode today.
Yeah, and spread those booty cheeks.
Booty cheeks. It's
What?
only for you.
That's right. So, I hope you like, comment, and or subscribe, right?
And don't forget to leave a comment and let us know how you feel about this.
Positive or negative?
Let us
Hopefully
know.
positive.
Let us know if you have ever tried vodka cranberry tanduay ice. If you want to try it, you could just go to a Filipino store close to your hometown and you could check this out.
So don't forget to share the video with your grandma. Does your grandma drink vodka cranberry? She gonna love it.
Thank you so much for being with us today.
Amen.
And a very special day.
Woohoo. Happy Valentine's Day.
And always remember, if you find yourself alone in the couch today, that's okay. Because, like they said, it's better to be alone than with someone who doesn't deserve your word. And then, boom.
Boom panot.
Boom panot. Yeah, know your worth, people.
You're worth a lot to me. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. And we'll be back again. We won't make you wait 2 or 3 days.
Love will come in the right place, and the right moment, and the right time. You just have to be patient.
A, B, C. Easiest 1, 2, 3.
Say goodbye and see you on the next feature. Bye. Gotta love it.
No, but you.
I think I'm so cool, you know. I wear pants. I don't think I'm super womanly. I didn't have boyfriend until I was like, college. What the fuck?